Hello and welcome back to Thalric Plays Wizard of Legend. On today's randomizer run, apparently we've got this order. So Freya, Zeal, Atlas. Let's see if we can make it all the way through. Our outfit, as always, does stuff. We've got the Bladed Buckler as our starting relic, so destroying enemy projectiles. Grand Signature Charge Energy. We've got the Aqua Arc again. We've got the Spike Track Dash, the Line Shock Agent as our right click, and the Ball Pinball as our Q. So, and if you remember last time, I didn't point it out at the end of the last episode again because I actually forgot about it, but wow, really, buddy, you hit me there. And apparently our outfit does give us some sort of evasion chance, so that's lovely. I said that I wanted to just write down a post-it note with all the elemental weaknesses and strength and stuff like that, and I actually end up doing that. You guys have no idea how difficult it was for me to find some actual freaking tape that I can use to put that somewhere, because I have got no post-its notes. I have no, how am I talking? I have no post-it notes. I don't know why it's so hard to say that. To stick anything anywhere. See, it's just all over the place today with my sentences so far. Either way, let's get down to it. I found some tape from the time I moved into my current apartment, basically, which is usually used to draw clear lines for when you want to draw on the wall, basically, because I've got in my office I've got two lines on the wall that are, I don't know, 10 centimeters to 20, something like that, wide, and we use those when I moved in to just to mark the area where we're gonna do that and all the stuff. So I don't know where all my other tape went, because I used to own tape that was actually meant for, well, tape's always used for taping, of course, but you know what I mean. That was some actual tape, I can't talk, tape, paper, tape, whatever. See, it's all weird, it's kind of overlapping. Let's just stop there, it's fine. It's up there now. I can look up all the strength and weaknesses now, so that I can make some better decisions on what arcana to use from time to time, maybe, and if I want to maybe buy something or not. So yeah. It also shouldn't be so hard as to remember that the relation of 5 elements to each other, but apparently that is still the case. Okay, we do this. I think the igniting sprite is an okay pickup here. As a start, we gain something out of it right away. And I also like our relic selection. No, not our relic selection, our arcana selection already. The Line Shock Agent is pretty awesome, together with our Q, the other lightning ability. Seems pretty strong. Nope. I kind of want to, but the increased store prices aren't really what I like, and it's so early to find that it's going to influence the run by a lot if I end up doing that. It will increase our damage, which is why it might be worth it. Considering the strong start that we do have, it might be for the best to try and... Not this room, though. I just need the shock line agents to kill these things, while I am not taking damage because I'm unable to deal with those. There we go. See? I didn't take damage there. I mean, we already took 97 overall on this floor, so we're about average, I'd say, for what I'm usually sustaining here. We could buy an Aegis charge if we want. Not sure though, 100%. Could we get a burst mage? On the first floor, that one is okay-ish. I'm just going to focus on him a bit more right now while he is stunned. Causes some headaches, but we're fine for now. Nope. Could not have dashed over there. I should have just... What the... Can I just not... Why is my brain the way it is sometimes? Why was that so necessary that I took damage there twice? Luckily, I noticed that he was shooting me there at least, so we got out of the way. It's not any damage that we can't get back from, that's for sure, but it's not a best start ever either. The damage received is expended from my signature meter. While we have sufficient charge to shield an attack, that's fine. We also got the Bolt Claymore, release a charge orb that can be detonated to strike all nearby foes with lightning. So that one, we know that one already. Do we want to buy anything? Let me check this in. Scales of Babylon aren't bad. They're actually pretty good, but I'm not sure I want to pick them up here. We've got 3 electricity arcana. I'm not going to pick up the Aegis charge. I think I'd rather save the gold, and I am going to take the risk. Pick up the gold Saber of Envy, increase our damage. Which means now all store prices are going to be increased. Obviously not good that early on especially, but let's see how we can cope with that. I think the only thing that's actually not more expensive is potion prices, if I'm not wrong. Let's see. Archer down here, and then one last guy. So we can really see the lock shine, See, I can't talk right now. The shockline agents, not the lock shine. I mean, lock shining sounds like a kind of useless and unnecessary profession, but who am I to judge, I guess? Either way, they're doing a lot of work for us. They cover a lot of ground because, I mean, once again, it's a very narrow attack, but it's also a very long line that they shoot out there. So if enemies get caught in that, it seems very, very helpful right now for us. Here we go. As always, electricity feels like one of the strongest elements you can have in the game here overall. Ooh, that gave us, or should have given us, a bunch of signature charge. And there we go. Not too hard this time around. Is this gonna be a boss room? Yes, that's our boss room. Okay. We wanna... No, we do not want to teleport. We need to go over here. And it's faster if we just walk back. Which means we'll do exactly that. Yes, logical conclusions. Isn't it nice when we can come to those? Doesn't always happen, because I lose my train of thought halfway through the argument. But let's not dwell on that fact too much. Oh boy, nope. Please just... Thank you. Stay away from the one guy, take out the other, while the line shock things do their thing. Could I just please... Hello? Right click. So the cooldown on the agents is pretty long though. It's over 12 seconds. We are gonna upgrade them though. No questions asked. I don't need to see my item shop for that to be certain. So lightning streams last longer and deal more damage. All in all, exactly what we want. Let's go back up to here for now. There are things to destroy, and they need to be extra... I need to pay extra attention to that right now, since shop prices are already increased. We would like to be able to buy stuff as much as possible still, and that means I need to really pay attention to the destructible stuff, because that's going to give us more gold, or it might give us more gold, and since shop prices are increased, we are most likely, and most definitely I should say, going to need it. I also completely did not see this, so we're going to walk back up there. Well, just taking the scenic route, obviously. I'm just following what I just said. We're just making extra sure that that we're not missing anything. Okay, it's a shop. See, I need 1 gold here, and I think we're gonna buy Indra's copper pipe as well. With the setup that we do have right now, since it is built around electricity and shocking more, the copper pipe should be good if I remember correctly what it does. And I'm not gonna say what it does because it might do one of 2 things. I'm not sure which one it is, and I just want to look smart and not stupid at all by pointing that out now, obviously. Yep, sure, let's take up the Paranormonos. See, I can't talk. That one I'm not mad though. The Paranormomasicon. My attacks against council members are more punishing, but enemy attacks pack an extra punch. So we take more damage on the floors, but against our bosses we will be able to do more. All what we really need and or want. Well, not really. We don't really need to take more damage here, or we don't want to take more damage here. It's the reality of things now though, but I think I like the idea of being able to kill the council members a little bit quicker as well. Can't hurt. I mean, at least against Freya on the first floor, we usually end up being fine. emphasis on the usually, because I always say that and then I end up taking damage after all. For not so smart and not closer defined reasons. But there will come a day where that statement will be true without the usually, but just the generally, more or less. So I'm already reverting to, or going back to the playstyle of staying away and letting the line shock agents going first, which obviously makes us a bit safer, but also is a slower approach and a bit more boring approach possibly as well. I'm not sure I'm gonna change that too much. I mean, it's not. I'm not doing that on purpose. I just realized that I was doing it basically. So obviously I am doing it on purpose, but I didn't at least make the conscious decision. See, what's up with me today? The conscious decision to do that is not being made, as far as I can say. Since we're just going in there, we're just playing, and I just realized, oh yeah, that's what I'm doing again. Okay, nope. Ooh. Luckily, his area of attack there wasn't very wide, so he didn't hit us. We took no damage. We've got the bubble barrage. Once again, something we can use to distance a bit better. And let's pick up the copper pipe. So it increases the duration of our shock status effects. Okay, so that's what it was. So it's the battery that gives us the increased electricity damage. Okay, yeah. Now I remember. And let's go Freya. I mean, the main thing we're doing so good on this floor is also that lightning is strong against water. So our main damage arcana do work especially well here against this boss. Aw, bummer, I missed. So throughout the line shock agents, we can get all that in there. Wow, that was a lot of damage, wasn't it? Oh boy, yeah, right here. Walk the very, oh my god, that was way closer than I thought it was gonna work out to be. But we two-cycle her, so we are almost back up to 500 HP. I think we're gonna make it back up actually, yeah, there we go. And we got the max sphere, which we are going to use. Looks like this. It's a defensive one, designed blah 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 blah. It allows us to pull all nearby projectiles into an orbit around us, and all projectiles shock foes because of the enhanced version, and now with the copper pipe. Ooh, wow. I've never had that combination. That could be very nice. Our main issue is Earth is weak against lightning. Lightning is weak to Earth. This way around is how I was supposed to say that. And since we got Atlas last, we also, it basically means we have our most difficult challenge ahead of us on the last floor, where things are dangerous enough as it is to begin with, basically. So we'll see how that's gonna play out. Ooh, lucky. I was really trying to just not having hit me there, and it worked out exactly. Against the fire guy, for example, it wouldn't have worked out because he would shoot pretty wide. And that's just scary. Boy. Are you gonna hit me? Please no. The max sphere shouldn't do anything against these guys since they don't have any projectiles to begin with, but who knows. This signature. The good thing about our signature is it does keep some enemies away from them, since it bounces over to them and then they get shocked and knocked back for a teensy bit. It's nice. Don't think we need anything out of the shop right now. It's not a horrible selection, but with the gold that we do have and the gold saber of envy, we might want to be a little bit more careful with how we spend our gold. And that would be one. There are some just expenses that we don't need to do, or we don't need to make. Oh, whoops. Loved to have the max sphere up still there, but it didn't quite work out. What we could also use, as per usual, is our basic arcana upgraded. I wouldn't mind that, although it's not as important as it sometimes is. Our E, getting that upgraded right now could be much more helpful, since once again electricity, and we're building around that a bit more. Might be, yeah. Horn Cologne enemies have less health, but their damage is increased, so once again, dangerous, but they die faster. And as long as I can keep them under control and shocked and all that stuff, we should be... What? Oh, yeah, he did his attack below us, so that wasn't quite what I had planned out there. Raging Inferno, we are not going to get. Did we explore everything already? Not by a long shot. Let's go back to here and start checking out the areas down around. Well, I was about to say down below, but I realized that it's not only below, it's also around. So there's all that. Anybody shooting anything? Don't think so, but I just threw the Max Sphere in for good measure. There we go. Yeah, I love the Lockshine agents. Once again, not calling them Shockline agents. Because, why? This one. Let's see, is it gonna be worth it today? Nope. Could have dashed from, what? Twice? Really? That's not okay. So definitely not worth it. At least we healed a little bit of the damage that I've taken there so stupidly. But still, why was that necessary that I fell down there twice? First one took us just a teensy bit too far, and the second one just a little bit too short. There's gonna be a fight up here, yes there is. Oh, whoops, really? Bummer. So we go down to 300. Obviously these stupid mistakes will cost us in the long run, if I'm not very, very careful. Because we've got the increased damage. The important thing is that I kill enemies quickly without getting hit. Yes, that's... I mean, stating the obvious is kind of what I do here, apparently. Okay, Grand Summoner, we are putting all projectiles with us. Let's kill the small stuff first real quick. It should go by fairly quickly. Could you just... I'm scared to attack him right now because he was yellow, and I wasn't sure if he was gonna start shooting me with something, but there we go. So we're down to 324. We've got 373 gold. Let me take one more look here. We could buy the health once again, but I don't think we really need to. And or want to right now. Oh my god. Well, now we do, because these guys... Oh, it's the fire guy, I think. He once again summoned the thing below me. I just didn't see it. That's pretty bad. So we're gonna buy the health. In this case, just better safe than sorry. But I don't need to buy an Arcana or a relic there. Not that there were bad ones there necessarily, increased critical damage, or the Cobalt Firestone could have been okay, but we're staying too far away from enemies for that one to be really worth it, I think, so I am not gonna bother with that one right now. Okay, I saw you this time. I was waiting for you to come jumping in. Didn't happen, but that's okay. So yeah, these are just slower in the middle. Wow, really, really, really. Well, yeah, okay. Throw that out there. Need to be careful with the fire guy once again. Don't want to come too close and get hit by the fire aura that he emits. This, we can throw out the Lockshine, the shock line agents. Holy crap. Okay, I might have to always start calling them that now. Overpriced insurance. I'm not against it, but I think if I pick up anything here, it might be the broken plague flask. But right now, I'm not sure I'm going to pick up anything to begin with. That. Come on, a little bit more. We're down to 351, so we took about 100 damage on this floor already. Just not exactly where we want to be, but we're gonna make it work somehow. I'm sure of it. And if it's the last thing I do, hardy har har, he says very grandly, and knowing that it will have no lasting consequence if he dies, he might just lose the respect of his viewers, obviously. Do we want the Spike Trap dash? Could be okay, but it's a minimal upgrade in this case, I believe. I'm not sure how much more useful it gets if we go for that upgrade. I kind of like it, if we just wait for that to wear off. Basically, they stick around a little bit longer, I believe, and they are the line is longer as well. So there is a gain there, but I'm not sure with how I'm using the dash right now if it's going to give us too much, because I'm not really sure really okay, sure. I'm not sure that there I can't. What is going on? There are many occurrences where there's enemy actually walking through those spikes or getting caught on the spikes. That's what I'm worrying about right now. Let's just trying to get through this room without getting hit by weird explosions. So that's why I got confused there for a bit. Oh, really? The frickin' Lancer. Should have just done this, yeah. Just set up the pinball, and then they're gonna push themselves away. Guys, big dude. Now we need to be careful with the explosive barrels again, but we're fine. Okay, and the agents are also not attacking that. Oh, wow. Okay, almost got hit by the Lancer, only to get hit by him while talking, and now I've got to sneeze. I apologize. Whoops. Sorry, guys. Okay, have we seen everything? We have not. We are still looking for our boss room. We're also missing our relic shop. Right now, I think we're likely to buy a potion. Outside of that, we do have 467 gold, so the overpriced insurance could be a good way of healing, which is right now something we could possibly use as well. I am just gonna go pick up the jewelry box though, because picking up Chaos Gems heals us for a small amount. It's expensive, yes, but I think with us being on 2-2, it's still early enough. We're only gonna get a lot of use out of it on the 3rd floor. But that it could still be enough to keep us afloat, keep us alive and in the game, and getting another way of... Oh, come on, I was so happy with my choice there, and then I also should have just thrown in the max sphere, I guess, to make that better, but I didn't, so yeah. Apparently not so good, after all, with the decision making. Okay, we do need to be careful that the Lancers are not gonna jump at us from too far away, and then I'm gonna get hit because I don't see them coming or anything. See? That works. I just need to be aware of them at all times. Then we are usually fine, as long as there isn't a pit there that I could dash into, because if there's a pit there, and it's just offside, I'm always gonna hit it, obviously. We get a Crash Knight. Yay. I mean, he's not gonna crit me for 224 this time around. At least that is my hope, but he's still dealing way too much damage. Could you just stop, dude? Please. Where are you? There you are. Okay, we got him, I think. Yeah. We're still down to 84 health, so I am going to heal now. Well, 170. But same difference, effectively. We go to 345, and you know what? This run is already weird. Might as well make it weirder. Enemy max health is lowered, but my max health is lowered as well, which is of bigger consequence to enemies than us, I believe. I mean, having 400 max HP right now could be a problem in the long run, but we're not hitting our cap anyways. Well, now we would have, more or less, we would have gotten to 410, I believe. Maybe 420. Even though we're not blazing, but fighting against Zeal. Either way, we're fine, and them and enemies having lower health just seems useful, especially since we do already have the increased damage there. What? The window was already over again. Seriously, she's so fast sometimes. 3. Yep, don't have the window there again. Fortunately, 2, 3, 4 this time though. Yeah, there we go. Hi. 1, 2, 3, and now comes the big one, I assume. Yeah, that needed to happen sometime. And we're gonna focus her though. Yeah, we're fine. That was an okay Zeal fight. We got hit once, which is fine. We can't heal. We got the Cyclone Boomerang. I think I might want to switch those two. Since it's upgraded, it's a little bit more reach. It gives us some knockback or pull, depending on how you want to look at it. And I like it a bit more than what we have going on right now. The shocking here could be good, but or because of the Indra's copper pipe, but I think getting the air might be a bit more beneficial to us here. But now we are moving. Also, let me check. Air is strong against Earth, so this is definitely the right choice, as this gives us extra damage, while the lightning would actually be the worst choice right now, basically. At least it's damage-wise, it's the weakest choice. I'm so scared! Oh my god! The projectiles didn't kill me. There we go. Look at that! Look at that. And we're healing because we picked up the jewelry box. It's all looking fairly okay right now. I'm a bit worried, but we're putting ourselves in a corner where they can't hit us from behind, just from the front for the most part, and that seems to be, or seemed to be enough there. Let's see, these guys, oh, hi! Yeah, oh, I should have just set up the max sphere, let him shoot. That's still something I very rarely have had the max sphere so far, so I'm not really used to using it right now. And I just forget that I have it and what benefit we will gain from that overall. Need to wait for the tendrils to wear off. This room usually gives me some trouble as well. Neither did I fall into a pit, nor did I end up getting tangled or hit there, so that's nice. I'd love the thundering chain though, but once again it's electricity, so it's not a good choice on this floor, all things considering. Don't want the scissors. Hunter stiletto, nah. What does the Auditor's Talisman do again? Anybody remember? Well, not that you guys can let me know, but I just like to display my continued inability to remember what Arcana, not Arcana, what relics do here. Because that's just how I roll, apparently. Let's kill this archer real quick. Oh my god, that the Lancer didn't hit me there is very, very surprising. Let's be careful here. Oh my god, same with that one. It's just nice. That's what I mean. He jumped when when he was off screen. That's why I mean, it was only half joking when I said I just need to see where they are at all times. Because I mean that's obvious, but you can really see that we didn't see the jumping animation. I think I saw him move a little bit, and then I moved up again. But that caused him to go off screen, and then we didn't see the jumping. And if I hadn't moved again, he would have hit me there, because once they jump, it's kind of difficult to evade them still, as long as you don't realize it and react instantly. And I am not capable of doing that usually, so I'm happy that we got the nice and lucky sidestep there. Not gonna complain about it at all, and I'm just gonna use it to talk about it for 5 minutes or so, because I've got nothing else to say. And isn't that just a little bit sad? Nope. Well, I also don't really mean that quite as seriously as it might have sounded, but still. There is at least an inkling of truth there, and now I screwed up the dash against the blobs. It doesn't matter too much. We picked up some Chaos Gems there, I believe, which caused us to heal again. Yeah, the cursed shops were nice to us this time around, weren't they? Overall? Some of the most important things that really help us to stay in this right now came from the cursed shops. We've got all the things that allow us to deal more damage against bosses. We've got, or more damage in general. We've got the reduced damage from enemies. Not reduced enemies, the reduced health from enemies, but the increased damage from them. But still, it's overall, there's a lot of stuff there that is helpful and only useful to us, or there for us, because we went for the cursed shop items to begin with. They can definitely make or break our run. I'm still not really able to talk here. I'm not gonna pick up a tiny crocodile heart now. That's way too late. I'm kinda interested in the Crimson Clover. Armor of Greed, we're on 3-1. I like it, but I think I'd rather be able to buy stuff. I'm gonna make a decision on that one, though, at the end of the floor. So, oh, well, yeah, okay, that one I should have seen coming. Luckily, we had a health drop instantly again, so it's not as bad as it could have been. I also am happy to report that, as you all have seen, I activated the max sphere quite a bit earlier this time around, which I previously forgot, so that's an improvement, for future reference at least. We did, oh boy, we did take too much damage on this room though, way too much. We're down to 73. The rogue just teleported in and started hitting us, and I did not, I didn't realize it quickly enough, so I wasn't able to evade that. But oh well, outside of it, we're all fine. So by the way, I think my main issue as to why I'm not really capable of talking is because of my evening yesterday. Starting somewhere during the afternoon, I had friends over and we started playing Seiken Densetsu 3, so Secret of Mana 2. We already played with that group. You might know that already, depending on. I think I've mentioned it previously, not necessarily here, but on other series. But I've been playing Secret of Mana 1 with a few of my friends on original hardware, on the SNES or Super Famicom, I believe it's called in. Isn't it? That's what it's called in Japan or America somewhere. It's the Super Nintendo Entertainment System where I'm from, so Europe, that is, to be more exact. Do I want to buy anything? We've got 500 gold. It's a lot, but I think I'm gonna save it and just go for it on the last floor. There isn't anything here I necessarily need, I think. Well, let's pick up the Hunter Stiletto. Actually useful. I didn't know what it does, but it's gonna be good because if they're shocked, and a lot of our stuff does shock, they take more damage. So it could be good, doesn't it? So yeah, basically we finished Secret of Mana 1 a while ago. And we've now started playing Secret of Mana 2. So that's gonna be pretty cool. And we made it pretty far, but I was just so tired by the end of the evening. Because I don't know. It just was. And then I was up until 3 AM, which for me at least is, oh, nope, not gonna die against you guys as much anymore. I've decided. They've caused me too much grief already. So let's go in there. Yeah, we need to start having them on the screen though, because otherwise they will hit us too much. Maybe more spawning here? Is that all? Oh wow, we evaded there. Otherwise we would have gotten hit. So I've played Secret of Mana 2 on my own years and years ago when I was younger on an emulator on PC. So I remember a little bit of the game, but not too much. So I'm really excited to play that, and I'm looking forward to it quite a bit. So I think that's gonna be fun. I mean, we had a lot of fun playing the first one already, but most of us knew the first one already, so it was just a matter of rinse and of execution. Basically, we played through, we leveled up appropriately, we grinded the appropriate amount so that we could just keep going pretty much the entire game through and didn't have to level up crazy near the end. If you've played the game, you know what I'm talking about. There is a pretty big gap at the end where you need to grind quite a bit in Secret of Mana overall, since otherwise the enemies are just too strong. And we just always made sure that we were a little bit over leveled the entire time so that we didn't really have to do that at the end. I need to pick up some healing though here because we took too much poison damage among other things, but the poison adds on to the single hit that we take from time to time, so oh, I want the surefire rocket. Yeah, I'm just gonna buy that. Out of the stuff that we have here, it's definitely the best thing to get anyways. It might mean that I can't buy anything out of our Arcana shop, so these might stay unupgraded, but our Arcana selection is still fine. Another Air Arcana could have been good though, but let's see if maybe we still get that, because it would help against Atlas, of course, since Air is strong here for us. We've got this in. I'm just gonna go down here, focus on him first. Haven't thrown out the max here yet. Let's do that now. It even counts for their arrows. That is good. I didn't see that so far. I assumed it, or I saw that it was affecting the shots from the mages, but I wasn't sure if I ever noticed it drawing in arrows. See, I'm sorry if I'm talking slower a little bit, but it's either that or me just not trying or not talking and then just starting the sentence over and over again. But it's just that's the compromise I'm trying to work on right now, is trying to keep the sentence alive while playing here. So I'm just slowing down the talking so that I'm still capable of continuing to talk while part of my brain is working on how to not die here, basically. And I think I'm getting a little bit better at that. From time to time, obviously I'm still struggling with it, but that is something I actively want to work on. Keeping useful talking up as well, or basically I'm just not having meaningless gibberish going on while I have a particularly difficult area to take care of, possibly, while just everything else is going on. So I don't know. These we're never going to pick up ever again. Already going to tell you that. Well, we might, but for now I hate them. Double-Edged Cestus is basic Arcana, deals more damage, but doesn't do... We've had the Silver Spinning Top so many times already, and I still keep forgetting what it does, which is not okay. I even looked it up after the last run I picked it up again to remind myself yet again. I don't know why my brain works this way sometimes. Let's just jump over here, take care of the Archer first. Oh, we still have a Lancer down there. Okay, we no longer have a Lancer down there, so everything's fine, and we can just work on the Blob Cataclysm here. Thank you very much. And the Surefire Rocket is a surefire way, pun intended. Well, not really a pun, but you know what I mean. But statement intended. Is a surefire way that we are going to be able to build up our signature Arcana regularly. See, I'm making more and more good decisions because I realized I wasn't able to dash out of there, so I just backed away and made sure that I stayed within the gaps, and I still didn't get hit there. So all in all, it's just perfect. So 233. This is our last chance to buy anything. Let's go check. We are full on HP. We could buy the Permafrost Cube, which does nothing. This doesn't do enough. Relic rewards cards. Reward card does nothing. Flame Breath is not gonna be helpful, neither is any of this, so I think we'll just leave it and move on. I were willing to pick this up if I remember what it does, which I am not right now. So you know what? This might kill the recording now. I hope it doesn't, but I'm gonna look it up now. I might start doing that so that I've got no excuses anymore. Mehr is the German word there, so that was a bit of a mix. So, Silver Spinning Top increases the activation speed of Arcana, but slows movement speed. Oh yeah, that's what it was. Okay. I think we're fine. We don't need that. With the Arcana setup that we do have, gaining faster activation speed would be not horrible, but definitely not needed. And the lower movement speed could be a real big problem for us, so we're not gonna go for that. And let's see what we can do about Atlas. Ooh, I was trying to evade the poison there, didn't quite work out, unfortunately. Nope, we missed the gap. 1, 2, 3, 4. I am happy though that that worked out, honestly. 2. Why am I putting myself in such... Wow, that position was horrible. We're fast enough, we're fast enough. You're not hitting me. We're fast enough. I'm also killing you. There we go. Thank you. Wow. He went down way faster than I thought he would, considering our main sources of damage come from the weak element here. But apparently it does not matter if that's the case, if we're just going to wreck him. I mean, we do have a lot of things that increase our damage, and they've got lowered HP. We have the cursed item that helps against the council members, increase our damage there. So we're already at Sura. We've picked up a lot of time. The first floor felt a bit slow comparatively, even though we had a very strong start. But we made it through here pretty quickly, and our Arcana setup is just awesome for this, I feel like. This is extremely good right now. I like it a lot. And especially the surefire rocket pickup at the end should be... Yeah, stay away. Should help some... Wow, we were just evaporating him there. The shock line agents are awesome. And we're even going to have health lying around there for us. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And there comes the... Come on. There we go. We got him still. 1, 2, 3, 4, and... See, this is weird. This is the second time that that exact one Arcana gave us some lag. Do you guys see that? Or did you guys see that? I think we can just nuke him now, can we not? Well, let's not risk it. We can just nuke him now, and then I die because I take increased damage. Holy crap, that was... I can't even be mad at that, I deserve it. My greed. Our greed killed us. Well, my greed, not your guys' greed, of course. Well, holy crap. I threw that away at the last second. Oh, god damn it. I had fun though, it's fine. It once again very clearly shows greed gets us nowhere, and getting caught in one of his combos, especially when we take increased damage, is just gonna kill us. So yeah, no. Should have just played that down. I had such a good performance there, and then we threw it away. Either way. Let's count this one as a draw, shall we? Cough, cough. I hope you guys enjoyed the episode. If you did, please leave a like and a comment. And if you want to see me play more Wizard of Legend, just stick around. And as always, thanks for watching. I hope that you will tune in next time, and have a nice day. Bye-bye. Overconfidence is a slow and insidious killer.